My name's Nathan Watkins. I'm brewing manager at the brewery and Offshoot Beer Co. Today I'm drinking Visions double dry hopped Hazy IPA. Beautiful beer, really good haze, really good head. It was a little bit effervescent when I poured it. I think it might have been the 2 times it was thrown at me today. The beer is made with our standard 2-row, some oats for a better mouthfeel, and then a ton of hops. It's double dry hopped. No single hop is reused at any point. This beer is double dry hopped with Citra, Centennial, Cashmere, Amarillo, Simcoe. I know that there's no Equinaut in here. There's no Motueka, there's no Sterling. Mosaic is there. There's just so many hops, it's just easier to remember the hops that aren't in here. I think the thinking goes this way. A single IPA is good, and so a double IPA must be better, right? Well, if you think about an IPA, a single dry hop is good, a double dry hop would be better. So that's at least how I like to think about it. It is a little bit more work on the back end, but we're able to pack a lot more hop flavor into this beer. And we were able to pack 6, 7 varieties of hops in this. Traditionally, when you dry hop a beer, it's at the end of fermentation. With hazy beers, you're gonna wanna dry hop just before the end of fermentation. And that helps unlock some fruity flavors and aromas. And so we do that normally with this beer at the time that we would normally dry hop a hazy beer. We wait a few days, wait for things to settle down a little bit, and then we dry hop it again. And so it gets double the hops and double the opportunity to make this beer awesome. We used to dry hop through the top of the fermenter, and all brewers know that you can get hit with a little bit of a surprise when you're dry hopping and actively fermenting beer. And so, you know, rather than opening yourself up to getting dosed in beer and you know, a little bit of waste and possible contamination, we did switch from dry hopping normally through the top of the vessel to using the DHS 100. It's a dry hop skid 100. So it holds 100 pounds of hops. It's not a whole lot of hops, so we do have to use it quite a few times on these beers. But it safely gets the hops into the tank. And actually, frankly, it allows us to be a little bit more efficient with our hop usage, and we're getting a whole lot more flavor and aroma out of these hops than we would than just traditionally dry hopping through the top. Wow. ABV on this bad boy is 6.9%. Getting a lot of fruit, so a little bit of fruit punch. Not necessarily a straight citrus, although there's citrus present. I'm getting a lot of like bubble gum and like fruit punch, almost berry, but there's just a lot of heavy citrus too. I always wanted Hawaiian punch growing up, but my parents said it wasn't healthy enough. So we ended up doing high C, which is actually not a bad move. So my favorite high Cs were the blackberry juice high C and then the Ecto Cooler high C. I don't know what it was, but it had Slimer on it and it tasted like juice. It was awesome. It tasted like this, actually. Pillowy mouthfeel, which is typical of our hazy IPAs. Carb is just right. Perhaps a little bit on the low end, and I think that's what's contributing to the nice mouthfeel. Getting a lot more piney citrus on the flavor versus the aroma. So this is definitely Ecto Cooler in the streets and Citrus Bomb in the sheets. This is the 2nd year in a row that we've made Visions as a quarterly release for Offshoot. This beer had an excellent reception in 2021, and that's why in 2022, like, we figured keep it the same. Let's just, you know, we're a year older as a brewery, and we're a year better as a brewery, and so it is better than what we did last year, but only because we've gotten better, not because we threw anything at it different. I appreciate you and all y'all.